New Artist Spotlight Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of the New Artist Spotlight Podcast. I am Wilko Wilkes.
And I am Big OG, Origin Cross. It's good to have my co-host back here. Thanks for joining us, Wilko. Good to have you on.
Really pleased to be back with you, mate. Always happy to see the second greatest rapper in NAS. So yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it is really good to see yourself in the camera, I guess.
Yeah. I watched the last episode back as well with Ed Eagle and the Yit Boss Boys, and I saw that you were throwing some shade at me while my camera was off. So thanks for that, mate.
You're welcome. No problem.
But anyway, today we've got a guest with us that we've been wanting to speak to for quite a while. Recently had a number one in the New Artist Spotlight Top 20. You'll know them about the place if you're on the Discord server or if you take part in the NAS social media pages, etc. Origin, do you want to do the honours of introducing him?
Yeah. Everybody, please welcome to the show, the Todd half of Todd and Karen.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Very good. How are you guys? Not
too bad, mate. Yeah, excited to hear a bit about yourselves. Where's Karen today?
Karen is at home with a baby because her partner had to go to a function, so she couldn't be with us, unfortunately.
Terrible excuse.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it, but my baby is crying from across the room, so...
Right.
I hear that, no.
No excuses. No? Good.
It must be a very quiet, nice, cute cry.
It's more of a complaint.
That's all right. I can take that. So Todd, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about Todd and Karen for anybody who isn't familiar with you.
Yeah, we've been going for about 2 years now. We met at work, of all places. We met in the social committee at work, and we became aware of each other's kind of musical abilities through making jingles for our colleagues' birthdays. So that's a bit of an odd start, but we thought, this is kind of a cool thing. We should, start making proper songs. And found out we had a lot of musical references in common. Both love all the Britpop and all Beatles and 60s and 70s, as you can probably hear in our music. And we just started from there. And then our first single came about, this kind of jolly Mr. Beardsley song. And the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, I like that song. It's about a dog, isn't it? But I thought it was about Peter Beardsley at first.
It's actually about a cross-dresser. But
oh, is it? Oh, right. I might have to re-listen to that. I've always thought it was about a dog.
I've had a lot of people ask me if it is about Peter Beardsley. It could have been. He's a cool guy.
Right. I need to listen to that. I'm sure you've got some lyrics, but I thought, no, he's definitely talking about a dog here. I'm going to have to re-listen to that with fresh eyes, but that's the first piece of insight that we've got from you already. Maybe I should have known this. So that's cool. And so what's your relationship with Karen? And you say you work together?
Yeah, we work together. We work at the same school, so that's how we came to know each other. She, I can't remember what year we met, but maybe 2019 or something like that, when she started to work at the same school where I'm teaching as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Are you music teachers or?
No, I'm a Norwegian and social studies teacher, and she's a primary teacher. So,
right. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. I could do with a bit of Norwegian social studies because I can't say I know a lot about it apart from football. You a football man?
Well, a bit. I used to be more than I am now, but of course, now that Haaland is doing so well in Manchester City, we're all football people.
Yeah, everyone loves it now. No, that's cool, man. So I also didn't know that you were Norwegian for a while. I picked up on it recently, but I thought that you were English for some reason. I think it's because you had that song about Blackpool.
Right.
Tell us about that, because I mean, Blackpool is not too far from me. It's probably the closest coastal town from me. It's like Scarborough on one side, Blackpool on the other side, but I'm right in the middle anyway, so it's still a couple of hours to drive there. But we used to do that when we were kids, we used to go see the Blackpool Illuminations, and it's a really charming song that sort of encapsulates it's like the lyrics, I can't remember word for word, but it's like we need to be appreciative of what we've got. Like it's not LA, but it's what we've got. So tell me about that, man, because it seemed like you must be sort of from around the area to write that song. But or like put it another way, if I tried to write a song about a Norwegian seaside destination, it would be terribly misinformed.
No, it's kind of I don't know if I should be saying this, but none of us have ever been to Blackpool. It's on the list. But what happened was I was sat here by the piano for some reason while I was watching England play Germany in the Euros a couple of years ago, and it was kind of during the pandemic, and England was doing really well and was beating Germany. I seem to remember
2-0, yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. And I just kind of got so inspired by that because Norway never makes anything, any championship, even if Haaland is in it. So I got so inspired by that because I was rooting for England, and then this kind of Beatlesque melody came about on the piano, and for some reason, just Blackpool came to me, and I always keep hearing about Blackpool and how cool that is, and then that just even if it isn't Las Vegas or Reno or Atlantic City as we sing, Blackpool is still pretty cool, and it's the closest we have to that kind of stuff. So let's be appreciative of it. I think it was just that, and it was just also coming off the tail end of COVID and all that kind of stuff. So just a bit of a positive feeling all of a sudden. So it's just a Britpop hang-up we have coming to the fore, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah. I mean, Blackpool, you might be disappointed if you actually go there. But yeah, it is. I suppose it's one of a kind. Yeah, Origin's back now, so he's about to fire one of the most insightful things he's ever said on this podcast at you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was thinking one of the most insightful questions you can never ask an artist or really a band is how they came up with the name of their group, right? And especially with one such as Todd and Karen, which from the research I've done is not you guys' actual names. So
no, that's true. My name is, I got a very Norwegian name. My name is Øyvind.
That's why I didn't try to say. I would have butchered it. That was
right. Yeah. And Karen's name is actually Ina. She's actually not from Norway. She's from Ireland. So we're Norwegian-Irish. Yeah. How did that come about? We were thinking about different names, and for a while we were dead set on being Quirky Haggis. And then somebody said, "Nah, guys, you're just trying way too hard. You might as well." Call yourselves Todd and Karen. So, that's a good idea. And Todd and Karen are actually family friends of mine from the United States, so it's kind of a homage to them as well. So it just became this kind of funny thing. Todd and Karen. I don't think anybody's called that, so it should be pretty safe.
That's class, man. Good Origin. That is. You've been doing your research.
Yeah,
I have to. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought this was the interview scheduled for the 9th. Because I was looking at the wrong date. So I did my research, but I didn't get to go as deep as I would have loved to have gone. But we make it work, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's why we've got Todd, so he can tell us all the gaps.
Exactly. This is how we get to know you, right? Like
yeah.
So it has nothing to do with what we call a Karen here in the U.S. then, right? It's totally separate idea. Are you aware of what a Karen is in the U.S.?
Yeah, we are aware, and we actually have the beginnings of a song called "We Didn't Know About the Karen Memes," but we haven't released it yet.
You have to put that out.
Yeah.
Have to finish that one, man.
Yeah, we'll try to do that.
There's actually some Facebook questions or whatever that floats around, and it's like, so what would the male version of a Karen be? And if we land on Todd, then you guys are gonna have to do some reconsideration on the name.
Yeah, then we'll have to think again. Then we might have to become Quirky Haggis for real.
Yeah.
Stay away from Quirky Haggis, mate. Well, I don't know. Actually, it's warming on me now. Now I said it out loud. Yeah, maybe Quirky Haggis is good. So one question I love to ask people is about performing live, and I think I've seen on Instagram that you do some gigs. Is that right?
I've done one tiny kind of gig at a function, but we haven't really done many gigs yet. But hopefully we can do some next year. Maybe that would be.
That's something that you would really enjoy.
I mean, I've done it before with my former band, but we haven't really done it as Todd and Karen. But I would love to do that. That would be fun.
Let's
For
make it
sure.
a nice fest.
Yeah, should do that.
Yeah, it's always a good place to start right there, right? Just like the biggest stage in the world.
Mm.
Exactly.
How often do you get together and practice?
We haven't really done a lot of that lately because she just had a baby last year and she's been busy with that. So we're just kind of getting on the way with all of that now. So in fact, we're getting together tomorrow to do some cool new projects. So it's all kind of like on the up right now.
And you're writing songs, are you just pinging things back and forth by email, or do you do that in person?
Kind of both. I usually have 100 million melody snippets in my head, so I just kind of fire them off to her, and then she starts working with them and sends it back. So yeah, it's a lot of emailing at the moment. But now she's moved here, so we live in the same town, so that helps.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
So what is the process normally like when you guys are creating then? Is it in person, or has it been in person, or is it just files sent back and working from those?
It has usually been that I've come in with a melody snippet, and then we've just kind of either in person or via email, we've taken it from there. But the latest single actually was in person. It just kind of happened on the spot, which was kind of interesting. But that's the only time that's happened. Otherwise, it's kind of like one of us will have an idea, and then we'll share it with the other one. And then either it happens very quickly or it happens after a couple of months. So there's never like any kind of recipe to how we do things.
Who does the production? Both of you, or?
I was going to ask the same thing. The
production, no, we have a friend of ours who does the production in his basement studio.
That's handy.
Yeah. So he's a great guy. He's the George Martin of the North, as we call him.
Big claims going in.
I mean, hi.
Love that though, yeah, man. I love the Beatles as well, and I started listening to the Beatles a lot more actually after I watched Get Back.
It's an amazing film.
Yeah, it was brilliant, man. I decided to go back and listen to the whole Beatles discography, and there were so many tunes in there that I loved that I'd never heard before. Or yeah, it's good, man. I don't know why I'm talking about the Beatles now. But one, yeah,
I
can hear the Beatles influence in your music. Who else influences you?
Yeah, well, it's all those 60s bands, Pink Floyd and the Kinks, and the Byrds, but also like ELO, Oasis, the Divine Comedy, all those 90s bands, really. Blur, a lot of Britpop.
Love the English, don't you? That's it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people say we are like the siblings of Bell and Sebastian. So I guess we have a little bit Scottish to them.
Just British, then. You love, well, I suppose one of you is Irish, so the whole world loves Britain, isn't that right? Origin.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Just the Beatles thing.
No comment, right? I mean, let's not make it political. I'm sure people love places that have no sun, crappy weather, and just
You not see how red I am right now? It's been sunny for weeks here.
Is this you tanned? Is this you to tan?
Yeah, this is allegedly my tan. Yeah.
I mean, you look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
He's done me. I'm out. Me again.
I gotta stop messing with Wilko. I don't know. Have you had a chance to speak about you're gonna talk about New Artist Spotlight, right? So your nomination for Song of the Year. What was it like finding out you were gonna be a nominee for that category? And
that was just really cool. I mean, I won an award locally with my old band, but that's so long ago. So like, we've never really been nominated for anything. So that was just super cool. And the whole broadcast and everything was super cool and extremely flattering. So yeah, we were really happy about that. That was super, super nice.
And on the topic, right? I mean, how long have you been a part of New Artist Spotlight, and what was your entry into it? And then since you've been here, how has your experience been with the community and just everything that we try to put on and do to support each other?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how long we've been a part of the community, but I think it's from maybe late autumn last year, probably, something like that. Yeah, the experience has been amazing. I mean, it's just opened up a whole world of potential collaborators and people to kind of bounce things off of and get tips and tricks about how to promote your stuff and get input on your songwriting. It's just been fantastic. I think, it's just kind of like, it feels like you're a part of a scene in a way. So it's really nice. And especially for us who I mean, there is a music scene here in this town, but we're kind of like on the fringes of it. We haven't really kind of like dived into it. So for us, it's like kind of, we feel it's kind of a home for us. So it's nice.
That's awesome, man. So we're going to play one of your songs today, Norwegian Summer, classic tune. It's a very nice song to listen to. It's like a silky handkerchief bristling your ears. And do you want to talk a little bit about it before we give it a spin? Tell us a bit about the story behind the song.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's ironic that it's come out now because, as you say, it's been one of the best summers ever, probably. In Britain, and so the same has happened here in Norway. I mean, the song is a bit of a understated but humorous kind of piss take on how brief the Scandinavian summer is. It just kind of arrives on a Thursday and it's gone by Friday, in a way. But this is the one time we've kind of written a song together on the spot, and it happened while we were doing string overdubs for our biggest hit, Cosmo Crowd. I just got this melody in my head, and I had the first line, about here's another Norwegian summer, and then we just kind of demoed it there on the spot. So it was just a really spontaneous thing, and we thought, well, then this will be a good, nice little laid-back summer hit, and there you are.
Yeah, it's really cool when you kind of catch that vibe in person, and then you just be able to start and watch it develop in like real time, right? That connection and that, I don't even know what to call it, just when it happens like that organically, and it's just like synergy, that is always amazing. Do you want to give us a little bit of kind of your aspirations for this song? You said when you guys came up with it, you were kind of doing something with your biggest hit to date. So I guess kind of where are you hoping to go with this? Are you seeing big things for it?
We hope it's going to like take us another step on the ladder, I guess. Like every song is a little step up, hopefully. Be fun if some Norwegian radio stations would play it. That would be nice. If you're listening, play it. I know you have your recording meeting tomorrow, Norwegian Broadcasting Corporation, so you can just a little hint there.
You want it? Although this podcast probably won't go out until Thursday, so they might have missed that message.
It's always next Monday.
I'm sure they have one every week.
Yeah, and I think it's Friday actually. Okay, so do you want to do the honours and introduce it?
All right, well, here's Todd Karen and our new single, Norwegian Summer.
And here's another Norwegian summer. It's gonna rain soon again. All hail another good old Norwegian summer. Oh, how soon will it end? And here's another Norwegian bummer, just like the one seen before. All greet another good old Norwegian summer. Autumn will soon knock on our door.
And in a couple of months, the air will be filled with snow. Wet and white and cold and disgusting.
Okay, thank you for letting us play that, mate. And yeah, I don't know why Origin's giving me jip about the British summer, because Norway's even colder than here.
Yeah, but we don't like to throw our guests under a bus like that.
Yeah, true. So when summer's
Actually-
over, which is now, what's next?
We're going into the studio in about a month to record our next couple of tracks, and the next song is going to be a much kind of more rocky and funky affair. I can give you the title. It's going to be called Juicy Gossip from the Mothership.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Juicy gossip straight from the mothership here on the New Act Spotlight podcast. Another exclusive.
Exclusive.
It's a scoop.
Oh yeah. And real quick, it is here in San Antonio. It has been like 100+ degrees for like the last 2 weeks.
Pretty warm.
So yeah, it's not necessarily 100 Fahrenheit because I know where I'm at, but very, very hot, very oppressive heat. So right now, you guys probably have it good in your respective regions. By comparison, at least I hope it's not super oppressive heat outside where you guys are.
About 20 degrees and a thunderstorm here right now.
Oh, really? Well, I think we're only on about 15 now. But I don't know what all this is in Fahrenheit. I'm just looking. So 100 Fahrenheit is 37 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's far too hot, mate. Yeah.
That's really warm.
And I am on 59 Fahrenheit here, and I'm saying it's hot. Hot is on.
So, is that like where you've been like maxing out at, like around that temperature, or is it?
No, we've been maxing out at about 82.
82 Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be boiling alive, I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually
good.
decent weather.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's been nice. I burn it and pasty, and it's very pasty, really.
Yeah.
So I guess do you in the musical sense, do you prefer to be like referred to as Todd, or actually just like by your name, or?
You can call me Todd. That's fine. That's probably easier.
Todd's easier than boy. Hi.
Yeah.
Say it again. What is it?
My name is Øyvind.
Øyvind.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good.
Kind of like Ivan, but less American.
So I know the Liverpool player Øyvind Leonhardsson. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His kind of claim to fame was that it was best without the ball, because he always kept running up and down, creating space.
Yeah. So one thing I definitely want to touch on, as I guess we're kind of getting close here, but I guess aspirations for the group. Like, what do you guys kind of want to be? Is it just we just want to make the music that we love, and whatever comes with it comes, or are you guys aiming for a target? Like, we want to play this stadium, we want to hit this level of success. Like, where are you guys at?
Well, we have some hairy pipe dreams, obviously, like everybody. We have sent some songs into the Eurovision Song Contest just for fun.
Good,
so we might do that again. Yeah, that's just kind of like a bit of a joke, but it's kind of cool anyway. And I think the big kind of, it's a bit of a joke, but the kind of big goal in the future would be the Super Bowl halftime show. But
that's major.
You can be bigger than that, mate. Come on.
I don't think there's anything bigger than the Super Bowl halftime show. Even football, I don't think has a bigger.
Yeah, no, I mean the halftime show. Yeah, it's world renowned. I mean, if you make it there, give us a shout out.
Yeah, we'll give you a shout out. I have my doubts if Norwegian-Irish Britpop is going to make it to the Super Bowl halftime show, but it's like
no,
you can always dream.
You never know if it's
Secure did it.
A big trend towards it, and you're the OGs, and it's you never know what might happen.
No, never know.
It's getting towards the time. I can just hear something in the air, and it's giving me a bit of a headache. Really, it seems very eerie and powerful. Can you hear that?
Kind of like this, just this sound that just like this wailing. It's
like dread.
I do hear it.
Pure dread.
Something terrible's coming, dude. I can tell. What is it? What is it?
Todd, you got any ideas on what might be happening here?
I don't know. Is it the NAS quickfire round coming?
He spoke its name.
Why would he?
The infamous,
The dreadful,
the terrible,
the awful.
new artist spotlight, quickfire 5. Do you know the rules, Todd? You only got 15 seconds maximum to answer each question.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1. What does a successful life mean to you?
Having fun.
Question 2. What does a successful music career mean to you?
Keep churning out the hits.
What is your favorite song off the New Artist Spotlight playlist?
I think it's Charles Connolly's Spotlight.
Question 4. If you could see any band in the world, alive, dead, who would it be?
Oh, it would have to be the Beatles in the studio.
And number 5, if you could spend a day with any other New Artist Spotlight artist and you can't pick Karen, who would you pick?
Maybe I'll go with you, Wilko Wilkes, and we can visit Hebden Bridge, which is name checked in both our songs.
Why do you want to go to Hebden Bridge? I mean, it's decent. Have you why Hebden Bridge specifically?
I just know it's in both our songs. You sing about it, and it's in my song too.
How did it make it into your song? How do you know about Hebden Bridge?
It's just the railway announcement in the chorus or in the interlude.
No, that's good, man. I like it. I like your knowledge. Yeah, it's only about a half-hour drive from here, so I could take
nice.
it anytime. Yeah. If you're ever in the UK, give me a shout. That'd be great, man. Have you ever been to the UK?
Yeah, several times.
Oh, good. Right.
The closest to you I've been is probably York.
Yeah. Nice place. Nice place. About an hour from me, maybe an hour and 15.
Yeah, lovely place.
What time is it where you are?
It's 9:35.
7 hours ahead. So
yeah,
but still, it's a little later than you, Wilko. Like an hour later than you.
An hour later than me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were up late just to spend some time with me. I appreciate it.
The night is still young. 8:30. We'll be up for another 6 hours or something. Plenty of.
It's Norwegian summer. It's light almost all through the night anyway. So never go to bed.
You see sunlight coming through Wilko's window over there. It's like
very long days at the moment, man. The sun will go down at about 10, come up at about 3:30.
Yeah.
So one quick thing, we've got like 4 minutes. So I did actually want to ask you about. You've got a lot of comedy in your songs, which I appreciate. Like, do you see yourselves as? I think you toe the line quite well between comedy and seriousness, but do you see yourself as a bit of a novelty act at times, or how do you think of that whole sort of comedy song process?
Yeah, I think we try to, as you say, toe the line, so we're not descending into comedy, but we are a bit of suckers for, like the Beatles, for example. Again, they always had some comedy element to their songs, and we've always kind of liked that kind of British humor. It was kind of self-deprecating, a bit quirky. So I guess we just have a bit of that kind of leaning. So it just kind of happens automatically. But we don't try to be funny. I guess we just it happens.
Naturally.
Yeah, we don't try to be funny. We just are funny. I'm just kidding.
It's a good quality to have. I mean, it's been a really good tactic for a lot of artists, even in like hip hop. Eminem famously just like says hilarious things, but he's still considered to be one of the greatest rappers of all time. And like early in his career, he just balanced that very well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
So before we do run out of time, we definitely want to give you a chance to let us know where we can connect with you on social media, where we can go to hear your music.
Yeah, you find us in all the usual places, I think. We're most active on Twitter and Facebook, but also on Instagram. We are trying to become a bit more active on TikTok as well. So if you're on any of those places, you can connect with us there. And you can listen to our music on all the streaming platforms and YouTube, and wherever you find your musical kicks, you can find Todd and Karen.
What are your handles on the social medias?
Twitter is @Todd at Todd Karen Music. Instagram is todd.karen.music, and Facebook is Todd and Karen Music. Yeah, very imaginative.
Unusual topic.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
basically some variation of Todd Karen Music. You'll find us.
Brilliant, man. Well, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it, and pass our love to Karen as well. It's been a really interesting chat. So thank you. Thank you to everybody listening as well, and everybody who's chipping in, making the New Artist Spotlight what it is. Over 3 years old now, still going strong, still growing. NAS Radio on the way, all sorts of exciting stuff happening. Take some time to check out the website as well. There's loads of stuff going on there. So yeah, thank you to everybody, and thank you, Todd, and thank you, Origin. Great to see you again, mate.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you so much.
New Artist Spotlight.